Okay.
Well, this is Russell Scott Day, founder of Transcendia, who has been very much involved lately in thinking about my failures. And one of the reasons I failed is because I set out to fail. And I set out to fail because if I succeeded, it was going to mean bloodshed. There's that movie you saw, you know, if you saw it, it says there will be blood. But I knew there would be blood if I went to found a country, because founding a country means you have to bleed on the ground, sacrifice their bodies, and have them, you know, I don't know, sacrosanct that land with their blood. So that
sanctify
that land with their blood, so that people believe in the country and they're attached to it. I didn't know whether I wanted to do that or not. So I didn't get very specific, and I said I was Transcendia, the company, country, and work of art. And that's what I've been. Now, the work of art seems to make me a little silly, doesn't it? But I'm not silly, and I'll make you think about it. In a lot of ways, I'm the soul and heart of Erythropolis, because I'm very simple. I think now, sometimes, you know, I think you need a double citizenship. You need a Transcendian passport in your pocket, and be able to go to the Transcendian offices. They're called Transcendian offices in any international airport in the country. And Transcendia have its own airport, be free trade zone airports, and that's what I want to do. Now, about the arms, I want all my people armed, particularly on their own, and I wanted it to be anarchistic. So that's the way I've been about it, and that's when you get serious about it. And let's see what. So I've been thinking about this intently, because I set to myself it's at least one speech a year. And this year I do have. Well, today I didn't call the mayor's office in New York City to try and find out about getting my permit for the Dag Hammarskjöld Plaza, where I gave one speech a long time ago before. But I like that little park, Dag Hammarskjöld Plaza, and it's not far from the UN, and I'd like to give my speech there, and then see if I can walk. I might not be able to walk, but the rest of us go on over to the UN and discuss things and look at the flags, all those flags. And I got my flag, but it's not. I'm having my website worked on, and Heath is doing some things to make things about my website look better. I've been very upset at Transcendia org and the name Transcendia being used by the company in Manila for their call forwarding company without talking to me and not paying me. They're not me. But I don't have anything particularly against them. I wish they'd spoken to me, but I have proof positive of how I have been Transcendia for a long time, and I just didn't want to shoot anybody. Now I kind of feel like the way you know, countries do some great things. The salt treaty that the United States worked out with Russia, this is a great thing, and we ought to make more of that when it's re-signed by the president. We ought to make more of these things that are part of the infrastructure of the United States or any nation, because that's what makes nations work and help and serve their people. I was going to play my tape recorder. Let's see my tape recorder. I'm in how he knew that Mr. Clark there at Liberty Mutual knew that companies hired Mexican illegals on purpose to not have the liability of the disability on their company. This is where I'm talking about exoskeletons and why I wanted to use them for working the last stage of transport of sheetrock. Everybody said I ought to do it for the medical uses, and in the meantime I got sick where I couldn't walk. And really, to tell you the truth, in a lot of ways, I wouldn't want a dog to suffer the way I've suffered with my psoriasis and my arthritis. I should have an exoskeleton. And these guys in Japan said they got one. HAL, H-A-L, hybrid assisted limbs. Is what it's called. All right. Well, that's probably about 5 minutes, and that's pretty good for now.
turn me down.
But I'll be telling you more about my speech later.
So it's not like good evidence. What I'm working on and trying to work on now, some of it came from study.